Here, this is William from Heart to Heart Connection podcast over on YouTube, and this is my wife VJ right here.
Hi everyone.
Yes, we're gonna kind of update you a little bit on our podcast. If anybody was following us out there on our podcast, Heart to Heart Connection, William and VJ, it entails our beginning of our long distance relationship. And the long story about how we started out, the long distance relationship, and all of that good stuff. And what we want to do tonight is kind of update you on where we're at now.
Yeah, we got married. We got married in February. We flew to Vegas and said I do, and here we are today.
Absolutely.
So it all worked out.
It all worked out, and that's what we're going to talk about today is our journey, a little bit of our journey, kind of bring you up to speed on where we left off at and where we're at now. Like my wife just said, we got married. We got married in February out there in Vegas in the Little White Chapel. Was that it?
Little White Wedding Chapel.
Little White, the famous Little White Wedding Chapel. But the most important thing though is that how we made it work. Most long distance relationship, if anybody ever had one, they usually don't work, and they're very difficult.
Very.
Yes.
I mean, this wasn't easy for us either. There were times when I know he didn't feel like making that long trip, but then he thought about me and made it anyway. So if it's something that you want, you make time for it. And we both wanted it. So we made time for it. But yeah, we got married, he put a ring on it, and we did it with some good friends of mine, my dear girlfriends. He thought it was just going to be him and I.
Yeah, just me and her. We're just going to go away. Just you and I. We're going to go away. We'll be back in about a day or two. And it didn't turn out that way, did it, VJ?
No. My girls weren't having it.
They wasn't having it.
They were like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're coming.
I looked up and it was a lot of them, to say the least.
And I'd like to thank them for all showing up for me. So it was appreciated.
And it turned out so nice. I mean, when we first discussed it, I had this thing of just honestly, just you and and I was really stuck on that, but her girlfriends, they wasn't trying to hear all of that, so yeah, but it turned out so nice though.
It did.
But the most important thing though in that long distance relationship is the fact that we made it work, and all of the things that we went through along the way. In order for it to work, you got to have things in common. I mean, you got to be able to, what they say, give and take, and that's what we did. Luckily, we're both on the East Coast, so that helps.
It did. But I think the hardest days are ahead because I'm in Virginia, he's in Atlanta. So we're making a decision for me to move to Atlanta. Now, right away, there are some things that we have to do. So I think in the next year, I will be heading out. I love Virginia.
I know.
And I mean, I also love Atlanta. So for me, it was kind of an easy decision. I think the biggest thing for me are my friends. I mean, I'm older, so it's not so easy to make friends, to make dear, close friends, and So, but we're still going to be coming back and forth to Virginia. We still have a home here, so yeah, we're going to spend a couple of months during the year right here in Virginia too.
Yeah, we'll be coming. We'll be coming back and forth once we get to Atlanta. I like it here. I like it here because I like it here because we in the DMV. DC is only about 20 little bit 20 miles away. So you're in the DMV, so you're actually in Metro DC, but it's over in Virginia over here, and just the location of it. But it's a good location as far as real estate wise, though.
He's not feeling my town, and I'm not even going to go tell you where I live. But it's all good. I've been here for 23 years, and it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult, of course, but the thing is, we're going to make it work. We've got this far, and we dated for several years before we decided to put a ring on it. And, now that we're married, we're not going to stop now, and obviously, before you, talk about a little bit about marriage, before you even go down that road, especially for our age, we are seniors, and, it's a little bit different, now, right? When you look at marriage, you don't, when you were younger, I look back, on my late wife, we were just so young, like 22, 21, and and you worked together, at the time, really didn't have a whole lot, military and all of that. But as we have gotten married and we are older, we both are seniors. She like me to say seniors.
I'm not a senior.
She is a senior too. She's okay, yeah. You're not young.
I just call myself mature.
So actually, that's what I was looking for, to be honest with you. I was looking for somebody. I'm a senior, obviously. I'm retired. Obviously, from the government, military and all of that stuff. Retired as far as that, but now I'm also into something else. I just moved right into something else right now. Obviously, stock option trading, investing, and that's one of the things that we have in common because VJ, she's an investor. Obviously, I do all of my stuff. Her stuff, she do her stuff professionally by a broker and all of this stuff.
And I do have my own little account, my little E-Trade account, and I try to make money on that too, on my own. I make my own decisions on which stock options I'm going to select. And it can be risky, but so far I've been doing pretty well. I belong to an investment group, and they have been extremely helpful. They will give you hints on what you should buy, what you should sell, what's going up next week. So I'm slowly starting to manage my own account. So
yeah, because
on a small scale.
Yeah, yeah, because you're in crypto also.
Yes.
And I'm in crypto too, and I start cryptocurrency, and I started out real slow in it, investing in. Cause everybody know who follow me, I'm a maniac on there talking about investments every day and all of that, because that's where I'm at now. I am an investor now, and I invest in companies within the stock market, things of that nature, and also buy into social media platforms as well. Don't get it twisted. I'm not rich, because a lot of this stuff is everyday citizen stuff that anybody can do. But that's one of the things we have in common, and that's what struck me. Not only the fact that we love each other, but the fact that we invest. That's one of the things. And heck, we so corny sometimes. We sit around and joke about who has the highest credit score.
Yeah. We're equal.
Yeah. We're right there.
We're equal.
We're right there. Right there.
But we did.
Yeah, right there. A little bit of, around 800. So we doing we all right. But don't when you agree, it's so important to when you do things, like for example, pull me to you was a lot of the things that pulled me to you was the fact that you work out. I'm a career person, you're a career person, and the fact that you invest, and the fact that I'm into this thing of building wealth, and that's all I talk about all the time.
All day. All day. But I think what drew me to him was, heck, he knows how to cook. He likes to have fun. He's outgoing. I think those were the things that attracted me to him initially. And then the rest of the stuff I just found out over time.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
he appealed to the things that I liked initially. He was loyal, very caring, and he still is. My babe is very good to me. We don't, when he gets in the kitchen, girl, it's a good time.
and VJ can cook too. Now, don't get it twisted. She can cook, obviously, and she's probably a better cook than I am, but she don't think so. But
he likes to cook.
Yeah,
I just cook because I gotta eat.
I do.
But he likes it, so there's a real difference here.
Absolutely.
I'm not in love with cooking. Yeah. It's just something that's necessary.
Yeah, I love to cook. In fact, VJ will tell you I'd rather cook than go out sometime. I would say, let's go out. I'm saying I can cook. It won't take long.
Yeah, and he gets in here and makes it happen. So it's all good.
Absolutely. And another thing, I mean to cut you off, baby. And another thing is that what we're have in common is fitness. Obviously, anybody follow me, you see the shirt, I'm Master Fitness. I also have a YouTube channel, Master Fitness, also on Facebook.
And wait a minute, babe, tell me who makes all your shirts.
Right here, my wife. My beautiful wife makes these t-shirts for me. Every one I wear, she makes them. That is what she do. Part of what she do. Part of what you do.
I do.
Absolutely.
He has a Master Fitness collection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you see me in any of those t-shirts, my wife makes them. She does every one of them for me. I don't go out and buy them. She get the shirts and she makes them and she say, "Here they go, here," and I just put it on. and this fitness, like I stated earlier, that's one of the things that pulled us. One of the things that we had in common, because that's so important to me. Is working out, and I can work out for hours. Sometimes she have to tell me, hey, what time we gonna go? I'll be like, okay, I got to get it in. I've done about 500 sit-ups.
It's a whole day thing for him. I get in my hour and a half, and I'm done. Him, it is a all day thing, and I'm not going there. But it's all good, honey.
Yep. And then you also in the 10,000 step clubs with other women.
I do.
You also into your top lady, here in the Virginia DMV area. So she told me that now that I am a lord, that's what they tell their husbands when you marry into the top lady organization.
Well, I belong to a organization called Top Ladies of Distinction. We're a humanitarian organization, and we give back a lot to the community, through fundraising. And when a lady gets married, when you become a top lady, you're called a Lady VJ. So when I got married, he became a lord. Men love you to call him Lord. But he has become a lord, and he does support me during this organization when I'm in town. And I appreciate that, baby.
No problem, baby. I'm here for you. Ride or die.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, You gotta support each other, and you gotta ride or die. You have to, because we're in this thing together. Even though, we came in as, obviously we're seniors once again. So you come in, as an older in life, you've built your life, and she has built her life. So you have to bring all of that together, so you can get along, because she's in charge of her own stuff. And then I was retired and I was in charge of my own world. So, you have to come together, and luckily you're older and you can do that, because you've been around the block a long time, I was married to my late wife for a long time. You was married to your late husband for a long time. And so we understand the scope of marriage. And, we've been around, we're seniors, we understood and understand what it takes to come together as one.
Right.
And
And you know, I've learned some things that I would change in now that I have a husband. Some things I do differently based on, you know, my previous marriage. So
Yeah, because
definitely do things differently, you know.
yeah, because she's a straight up boss. She's a boss. I mean, she's always she want to be in charge of
No, I
everything.
Just little stuff, you know, like don't leave dishes in the sink. That I cannot tolerate.
Hey,
And he does.
I know, and by me being this ex-army guy, hardcore guy, ex-drill sergeant, you know, or we go, and then I said, okay.
He does.
Okay, all right then. Okay, babe, I got it, babe.
I know it's hard, you know, but anyway, it's all good, you know. And he's also inherited my 2 dogs.
Wow, yes,
Yeah.
yes, because it would have been 3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he lost his baby last December.
Yeah, last
Ooh,
December.
we would have had 3 dogs.
We would have had 3. I mean, that's
one of my dogs. She's 17.
Yeah.
And then we have a 7-year-old, and you know, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and that's
but they're
something.
so loving. I mean, I cannot imagine not having them around. He
Right.
probably can.
Not really,
Aw.
because it's hard. Because I had I had my poodle Bailey, and Bailey was around for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a long time. You know, because I
It
trained her, everything, and when I lost her, you know, it hurts when you lose them because you become so close to these pets,
Yeah.
and they become family.
They are family.
And after 15 years, you know, it just tore me up.
Yeah.
And then, but we knew that. But we knew that going in. You know, we used to talk about it. Well, she's telling me I got 2, and I said, well, I got 1. Oh, because I know how hard it is for one, you know, a house dog. Even though she trained, it's still not easy.
No.
You know, you still got to work, and it's a lot of work.
They want attention. They want to play.
Everything.
They want to eat. You
Yeah.
know. And anyway, he's assumed that role very well. Okay, babe, that thing is up again.
All right, then. We'll be coming back. We'll be coming back for part 2. We just want to let you in on some of the things that has happened as far as our long distance relationship. Again, we got married now. Things are in the works. So we'll be coming back for part 2. We have more to come. Right, baby?
Yes, baby.
Absolutely. Bye, y'all.